Hello children, this is Manish Yadav and today we are going to make another video for the Browning version. This is the chapter from the book of Hornbill for class 11th. Let you go through the text and I suggest all the students to be very attentive while we go through the text and each word very carefully. Tableau. We were explaining this paragraph. Frank, bad luck. Still, there is one comfort. You are pretty well certain to get you removed tomorrow for being a good boy in taking extra work. Dear students, Frank, bad luck. Still, there is one comfort, that is your certainty to be removed tomorrow for being a good boy in taking extra work. Frank says that I think it's certain for you to leave tomorrow because you have taken extra work to do as a good boy. You are a good boy, and I hope your removal would be done tomorrow. Tableau. Well, I am not so sure, sir. I am not sure. Okay. Doubtfully, he says that it is not certain that I'll be removed tomorrow. That would be true of the ordinary masters. All right. They just would not dare not to give a chap a remove after his talk. Okay? First, let me erase the matter. They just would not dare not to give a chap a remove after his taking extra work. Okay? I mean, Tableau says that nobody could remove me except principal after taking extra work. He says that only Mr. Crocker Harris is the person who could remove me, who could give my removal, nobody else. Because not a single teacher dare to give my removal after taking extra work. But those sort of rules does not apply to the croc. Okay. He compares between teachers and the principal, Mr. Crocker Harris. He finds different attitude of Mr. Crocker Harris. He says that other teacher can give me removal, okay, after taking extra work for them. But if I am doing extra work for Mr. Crocker Harris, nobody would dare to give my removal because Mr. Crocker Harris is not there. And he is very strict. He will not give my removal. Mr. Crocker Harris. I asked him yesterday outright if he had given me a remove. And do you know what he said, sir? Tableau says that I asked for my removal yesterday. But do you know what did he say to me? Sir, what did he say? No, what? Frank says that, no, I don't know. What did he say? Tableau. My dear Tableau, I have given you exactly what you deserve. Okay. Means I have given you that much marks what you deserve according to my potential, according to my capacity. He has given me enough, no less, and certainly no more than that. It means as much as you deserve, I have given you that much marks, not less nor more than that. Do you? No, sir. I think he may have marked me down rather than up. As far as I concerned, after getting him, he marked me down. Means he has deducted marks and marked me down rather than giving me more and more marks for taking extra work. I mean, the man's hardly human. He breaks off quickly. Sorry, sir. Have I gone too far? He breaks off quickly. He reforms and stops because it was being more and more about a principle. Because Teplo was a student, and being a student, he has no permission and right to talk in a such manner about his principle. So he says that I mean the man's hardly human. He is not human being. Okay. Tableau says about his principle that the man is not human. Okay. He is not human. He is a cruel personality and person. He has cruel personality. He is not human. But says, sorry, sir, I have gone too far. I have spoken enough. Enough is enough means I have spoken more than I should. Frank, yes, much too far. You have spoken a lot about your principle. Tableau, sorry, sir. I got carried away. I became so excited so that I spoke that much about my principle, and I ought not to speak like that. Next, Tableau. Sorry, sir, I got carried away. I became so excited. Frank, evidently. Yes, dear Tableau. Tableau, yes, sir. Frank, what was that Crocker Harris said to you? Just repeat it, would you please? Tableau, imitating again, my dear Tableau. I have given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. Frank says to repeat the same as Mr. Crocker Harris spoke him, and Taplow was imitating. He was making mimicry in a slow voice as Mr. Harris speaks. He says again that, Mr. My dear my dear Taplow, I have given you exactly what you deserve. According to your potential, I have given you enough. No less, and certainly no more. Okay, means it is enough, and as much as you deserve, I have given you that much marks. He repeats again in a slow voice. Next, Frank, looking severe, not in the least like him. Read your nice, Achilles, and be quiet. Tableau with dislike. Achilles. No, I don't like it. I don't like Achilles. Frank. Uh, Let me erase the underlines first. Frank, look, what time did Mr. Crocker Harris tell you to be here? What is the time when Mr. Crocker Harris will come here? Tableau. 6:30, sir. He told me to come back at 6:30 at evening. Frank. Well, he is 10 minutes late. It means it was 6:40 at evening. Why did you cut? You should still play golf before lockup. Why don't you come outside? Why don't you leave? You could still play golf before lockup. He is not here, and it is not clear when he comes. So, why don't you go to play golf before lockup? Tableau, really shocked. Oh no, I couldn't cut. I can't leave. Cut the crock. What are you saying, sir? Cut the crock means how is it possible to go against Mr. Crocker Harris? He is very strict. He is hardly human. It means he would definitely punish me if I cut. Mr. Crocker Harris, I shouldn't think it ever been done in the whole time he has been here. And I daren't to do that. I daren't to cut Mr. Crocker Harris. God knows what would happen if I did. And God knows it. Even I know what would happen if I cut Mr. Crocker Harris. If I go outside to play golf or anywhere without getting permitted from Mr. Crocker Harris, what would be there? I can't think about that. He would probably follow me home or something. Means Taplo was very afraid, so afraid of Mr. Crocker Harris. There was a terror, of Mr. Crocker Harris that he could not cut and leave without his permission. He knows that he would probably, definitely, he'll follow me till home and he would be there. The boy is very scared and afraid of his principal because the principal is very strict and he could not compromise with his order, rules, regulations, as well as punctuations. He is very punctual for taking his rules and regulations. Dear students, let you know about the next paragraph. Frank, I must admit, I envy him the effect he seems to have you boys in the farm. You all seem scared to death of him. What does he do? Beat you all or something? Frank says that. The young teacher, I must admit I envy him. The effect he seems to have you on boys in the farm. I know well about him, and I don't seem that there is something which he has on boys in the farm. Means what does he do? You all seem scared to death of him. It seems that he would kill you. What does he do? What is that? Beat you all? Does he beat you hardly? Or something else? Why do you people are boys afraid of Mr. Crocker Harris? Taplow, good Lord, no. Thank God. There is nothing like that. He doesn't beat us. He is not a sadist like one or two of other teachers. He is not a sadist like other two teachers. Frank, I beg your pardon. What do you mean? I did not get you. What are you saying? Tableau. A sadist, sir, is someone who gets pleasure out of giving pain. In this next line, the meaning of sadist has been given. Sadist means, according to Tableau, a person who gets pleasure out of giving pain. Means there are some people who gets pleasure giving others pain. So he is not one of them. Frank, indeed. Oh, really? He is not like that. But I think you went on to say that some other masters. But I think just you spoke about two other teachers in your school. Frank wanted to know about those teachers who are saddest in the school according to Tableau. And Tableau is the student and Frank is the teacher. And no teacher would like to listen bad comments and compliments about his own teaching style as well as his methodology. Tableau. Well, of course, they are, sir. I will not mention names. Tableau. The student doesn't want to take their name because he hesitates to say their names. But you know them as well as I do. But he says that, sir, you know them as well as I. We both know about those teachers. Of course, I know most masters think we boys don't understand a thing. Okay. He says that most of the teachers are there in the school. They think that we are unknown and we don't understand the things. But, sir, you are different. You are young, comparatively, anyway, and you are science. Means you are science teacher, sir. You are different. You are not like them. You must know what sadism is. You must know. You ought to know what sadism is. Means he wants Mr. Frank to know the meaning of sadism. He says that you are not one of them, sir. You are different. Frank, after a pause, good Lord, what are our schools coming to? What are you saying, and what are our schools coming to? Tableau. Anyway, the Crocker is not a sadist. That's what I am saying. Means Frank wants to know about the reputation of his own school, where he was working as an assistant teacher. He asks to Tableau to know about school. But Tableau cuts in and says, I want to say that Crocker Harris is not a sadist, that's it. And he would not be so frightening if he were. And he would not be so frightening if he were. What does he want to say? He wants to say that Mr. Crocker Harris is not one of them. He is a good person. Okay, but what is the matter? His very strict. He has no passion of mercy. Okay, he is a cruel person. He wants to say, but he is a good person. Means Tableau wants to divert his own statements. First of all, he says that Mr. Crocker Harris is hardly human, but later he wants to say some good words just to admire Mr. Crocker Harris so that Frank will not report him as a complaint. He says that anyway, the Crocker is not a sadist. That's what I am saying. Would be so frightening if he were. If he would be a sadist, he would be so frightening. Means he can't be a sadist because at least he would show he had some feelings. He is a good person. He had some feelings. Okay, before being a sadist person, he would get it. He would show some feelings, but he has not. He is all shriveled up inside like a nut, and he seems to hate people to like him. It's funny that I don't know any other master who does not like being liked. Tableau says that he is all shriveled up inside like a nut, and he seems to hate people to like him. It seems that he hates those people who like him. It's funny, it's very funny. It is unpredictable personality of Mr. Crocker Harris. Ununderstandable means it is very odd. I think that he seems to hate people, okay, to like him. Means he doesn't like those people who like him. This is different and strange thing for me. That I don't know any other master who doesn't like being liked. And what about other teachers? There is nobody who are same as Mr. Crocker Harris. There is nobody who doesn't like being liked. Everybody wants to be liked. But Crocker Harris, he doesn't like that. That's it for this video. Have a nice day.